Hello and welcome. My name is Jürgen Rinelli and I'm a software consultant. In my today's tutorial of the Endpoint Central series, I'll cover something special. That's a toolbox, a good, nice toolbox. And I'm gonna cover the digital version within Endpoint Central. Have fun! Today we cover the tools. I already entered the tools menu. There we have remote control, system manager, remote shutdown, wake, on LAN, chat, announcement, system tools. Right here we do have the port settings. That's the standard port for remote control, system manager and chat. You may change it here as well. Let's go back to the tools and let's just start with the remote control. When you recall, within the basic configuration, we already configured the user confirmation. We configured it here, having a user confirmation with that text, a timeout, and you can exclude computers here from that user confirmation. That's suitable for systems where you have a synthetic monitoring user in front, or productive machines where there's no human in front of that computer. Within here we have the performance. You can change the performance settings for the remote offices. You can do so here, compression rate and the color quality. There is a screen recording as well. If you wish, you can start a screen recording and set your preferences to your needs. Secure video download, enable user notification and such. I won't enable that, I don't need it. Then there are the settings. General settings for the viewer type, get it HTML5 or an ActiveX, notify end users about remote connection, and what I strongly suggest is allow your end users to disconnect as well. We have enable quick launch, disable wallpaper, it saves network bandwidth, disable arrow theme, yeah, of course, and a few other settings. Then there is the idle session settings, what can be configured as well. So if you need to go somewhere quickly, someone called you, some emergency happened, you forgot to close the remote session, so then the remote session will be disconnected after that amount of time you set up there. All right, fine. I will save that. My changes. There is a history, so you can see what session has been done from whom and with a session reason. Devices. Here you find all your devices. There is the prompt, the user for confirmation setting. Again, you can disable it here, and we're gonna establish a connection, a remote session right now, so that you see how it looks like. Here within the action you have the connect button, and there are 3 dots. They are here for if you have a terminal server integrated, you can also access terminal server sessions. So I'm gonna get a reason in, and that's the video connect. Now the remote session is enabled, established, the screen is locked, and yeah, I can see, so here the screen is locked and I can get into the session with with my own credentials, or if I know the credentials, of course, in that case I know them. There's Control Alt Delete to get into the log on dialog. There is even the blacken monitor. You can blacken the monitor, disable the input devices. If you're constantly fighting with the mouse and the keyboard from the user, use the client keyboard as well, possible. Take a screenshot, and there are performance statistics already shown here prior logging in. I'm gonna log in now, so to see something. Fine, we are here logged in, and here is the information for the user, and he is now allowed even to disconnect through that dialog. So what do we have here? We have the quick launch buttons. That means that yeah, if for any reason the GUI is already slow, it won't get faster if you are gonna connect with that system, or the system is located somewhere else in the world, and the language of that system is in a language you don't know. Then those quick launches will help you tremendously. You can click on Control Panel, Device Manager, whatever you need, Programs and Features, System Properties, Task Manager, everything can be opened with just one click. I'll close that again. Then we do have the power options: log off, reboot, reboot in safe mode, and shutdown. And there are the admin tasks: clean up disk, configure this cleanup, and we have GP update force, update group policy. There's a file manager built in as well, and there is the text chat, voice call, and video call. The text chat looks like that. I'm starting it. It looks like that on my side, and this is on the user side. And the user can answer, of course. And I will see it in here. Cool. Close that, close that. What else do we have? Yeah, that voice call and video call. And that's about the remote control. So I'm gonna close that now. We do not need that all the time, because we do have that system manager. There is the task manager, for example. We can start the task manager. And now we have all the running processes on that system. And within the action buttons, that X's, you can kill that process. If there are any startup programs, you find them here. Whew, there are a bunch of startup programs, and I can disable them or enable them again. There's a task scheduler, providing you again with actions: run and disable, delete. Computer renaming is possible over here, even in a domain. And there are the services, all services installed on that system, with the name, with the startup type, status, log on user, and again, actions to what you can perform. Command prompt is also available. Now, there is something waiting for end users approval. That's a standard setting that command prompt in PowerShell is waiting for approval from the user. I'm gonna do that. Yep. And here you have the command prompt, you can run it as your user as well, and there is as well the PowerShell. And then we want maybe to have that restriction changed. That can be done within Admin System Manager Settings in the Tool Settings section. The File Manager, you can enable it for all users or only admins, disable it for all users, or permanently disable it for all users. Enable the computer renaming only for admins, command line interface, all users. And here you have the user confirmation setting. Command line interface is here with a enable. I disable it and I save it. Yep. So now from now on, I won't need a confirmation for the command line interface. And there is a rec editor looking like that. Users, local machine, whatever you want, you can choose it. And you can add values, change it, export details. There is the File Manager, where you can access everything. You can download files, upload files. The only thing until now, you're not able to download full folders. You have to go through the command prompt or PowerShell and have a folder zipped or something and then download it. Hopefully this feature will come soon. Event Viewer. Application hardware, security informations. And then there is the Device Manager. I love the Device Manager from the On-Prem edition. Within the On-Prem edition, this Device Manager is not only showing you something, but you even are able to enable and disable devices. You can see more details and you can disable it or enable. Shares, even with the possibility to modify. You have the sessions, open sessions and open files. Printers are available here. That's an overview. You're not able to add printers or remove printers from here. Groups, yes, there you can do something again. Add groups, add members, delete group, something. Hardware, that's the full information of all hardware, what's in that system, on that system. Similarly to that, what we have within the inventory when we go on the computer in the asset summary. Then there is software, all software, and you can uninstall it from here as well. That's the pendant from the inventory software, or within inventory computers asset management, there's as well that software tab. And then we have the users. We see what users with what status are there. Great thing. Let's close that. Next, we do have the remote shutdown. Within this section, yeah, of course, remote shut down that system right now. No, not that one. That would mean that the system I'm recording on will shut down. And there are even more actions. You can lock off current users, all users, inactive users, or specific users. Let's lock off here a specific user. Locked on is that user, and yeah, I'm gonna lock off that user. Yeah, you've heard that cling. That's coming from that system. I'm locking off the user. Okay, this lock off inactive users comes in handy on servers. All of you maybe have come came already across that problem when you want to log on to a server or a system in general. The total number of allowed users is reached. So here you can even schedule that. You can schedule even a log of inactive users on specific targets and have it scheduled weekly or monthly. A log of all users, or get it rebooted or shut down, everything that can be configured. Yeah, reboot with notifications and something like that. Or lock the computer. Then there is the wake on LAN. We enable that within the settings, the agent settings. And yeah, there are some pre-requirements for the wake of LAN. There are already even learn how documents showing you what is needed. And here is even the possibility to edit the broadcast address. Wake up a system when it is red, green system is already online. And here are again the settings. We can enable it here too within the agent machines. Have a time interval and the port. You can even configure separately the port. The wake on LAN can be scheduled as well. Add a task and give it a schedule. There is the chat section. We already saw the chat, how it works within the remote control. Same thing is here within that text chat. And because this user is on two laptops logged in, I have to choose on which system I want to have that chat. And then there is the voice call and the video call. Right, now there's that video calling. Okay, we have to choose the computer where to call, and let's start that video calling. Okay, just tell on the system that I want to have it. I accept it. It is working. Yeah. Hi there. And now let's kick it out. Cool. Works fine. And then there is a history, what we did, text, video, and something. And we can see even the conversation we made in the history. Then there are announcements. That's a great thing. User or computer-based sending announcements. An announcement for maybe there is a maintenance outlook. Okay, so maybe Exchange is down, you can inform your users, and we will set up a start and an end time. Let's start it right now. 52, no, it needs to be in the future. And an end time. Oh, come on. Thank you. Once or multiple times, you could even choose multiple times. Every 2 minutes, telling someone you really love how much you appreciate that person. I'll keep it with once, and on a specific custom group or domain, remote office or computer, I'm choosing my computer. I'm choosing this one right here so that we can see that dialogue. And it hopefully enter a message Yes. There is the message. Safe. End time should be greater than 2 hours. What? Oh, yes. Come on. But that's 3 minutes. Okay, now I saved it, and sometimes it will pop up that message, and it will be on the main screen. Hopefully I can show it here. Let's wait and see when that message will pop up. Okay, I had that time frame set until for 2 hours. So system tools. Let's do that in the meanwhile. Add a task. Check disk, clean disk cleanup, or disk defragmenter. Oh, there is that message. You see, here's the message, and it will remain in front. It won't lose focus. So you have actively to close that message. Great, it worked. Now the disk cleanup. Let's have a look what's in there. Clean up disk space automatically. There's a learn how, delete files in recycle bin, and if they are have been there for over, let's say 30 days, delete files in download folder if they are there for over 60 days. And temp files, delete them and have a Windows update cleanup and such things. Then there is again the targeting. We already know the targeting. No, it's not leaving me passing that. So define scheduler. Enable that task, run as a specific user, set up a password, and run whether user is logged on or not. And here is the trigger frequency. And there is the condition. Let's not do that if the computer is running on batteries. Stop the task if battery mode begins. Wake up the computer to run this task. I don't know if that's necessary. So these are things you can set up within idle conditions and run a storage sense as well. I am quitting that wizard. I don't know. I don't need that here right away, right now. Cool, the announcement has been proceeded. We already saw it. The announcements will remain here. Within the action, you can modify it, save it as new, duplicate it, or suspend or delete it. So you could proactively design some announcements already so that you have them on hand if in the moment when they are needed. That's it for today. You see, within Endpoint Central we have a good sorted toolbox available, helping us around within our endpoint management and security. Have fun testing all the functionalities. See you soon.